So in love with you.
Hey guys, so I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading anything lately. I've been very busy with school and work and a bunch of bullshit that I have to do for school, such as homework and studying, and you guys all know what yeah. Anyways, I've also upgraded my computer. I changed out my hard drive, and now I have a new SSD hard drive, which is much faster, and I have an extra 1 terabyte of free space, and I'm probably going to use most of that for videos. So, and a couple games, but anyways, yeah, I'm not going to promise anything. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to be doing a lot of uploading, mostly because of Minecraft 1.7. I have to do that. I've been working on that as well as schoolwork and other crap, but yeah, so I'm just going to do a quick video here on Battlefield, tell you what I think about it. So what do I think about Battlefield? Well, let's start with my basic opinion of it. I think it's an amazing game. They did extremely well with it. They basically took Battlefield 3 and improved on everything that was wrong with it. My favorite thing, honestly, that they've gotten rid of the stupid blue tint that was in Battlefield 3. That was probably my least favorite part about the game. Just kidding. No, but they got rid of that, which is nice. They improved the graphics a bit, you know. I mean, that's something that a lot of people care about. I don't really care too much, but they are nice. They're very nice, obviously. They're better than Battlefield 3, that's for sure. No blue tint kind of helps. The gameplay itself is much better and much smoother than Battlefield 3, I would say. Maybe not smoother, like the netcode is still pretty, that's what it's called, the netcode, like the coding that they use for hit detection and stuff. It's not incredible. There are a lot of flaws, but I have not died around a corner yet. Like, a big issue in Battlefield 3 was when you run around a corner, somebody will still be able to kill you even once you're after the corner. That's just because to them they already killed you, but you're still running around the corner for you. So it was stupid, but they fixed that. That doesn't happen anymore. But instead now there's a lot of one-shot kills, you know, mostly because the person has already killed you on their screen, but to you they just turned around and shot you once. So it's, you know, I mean, it's not you can't. Nobody can make netcode perfect. It's a very difficult thing to perfect, mostly because it's just so complicated and it's so dependent on people's internet and all that. I mean, it's good enough. Anyways, their new maps I think are pretty cool. They're a little bit overcomplicated at times. Like a few of them aren't that great, but they're pretty cool. They're really nice looking. Like, for example, my favorite map so far, Paracel Storm, is gorgeous, especially when it rains. When it rains in that game, or the map, when it rains in that map, oh man, it's amazing. Or when it storms, basically what happens is a storm comes in and it just gets insanely gorgeous, and like the waves, because Paracel Storm is like an island, so there's obviously ocean all around it, and when it rains, the ocean, the waves become huge, and the weather, it gets all windy and rainy, and it just looks great. And then there's also Levolution, and basically what Levolution is just, I mean, from what I think about, I think that it is basically things that you can do to like trigger certain events to happen on the map. For example, and on this map, this is Dawnbreaker. What you can do is you can overload like a pipe in the middle of the map. You go underground on one side of the map, and then you go underground on the other side of the map, and it'll like destroy the entire like road, and there's like a big hole in the road, and then like it'll destroy some bridges or something like that, and it just looks really, it's a huge explosion. It looks really cool. Or in Paracel Storm, you can during the storm only, you can only do this during the storm, but there's like a battleship, like a big battleship that's caught on like a windmill, or not a windmill, what the hell am I saying, like a one of those, you know, electric power generators, the wind things, whatever. It's kind of one of those. If you destroy that, then the battleship will start moving again, and it'll go into the island, and it'll crash and destroy like a building, and it looks really sick. Or like obviously in Siege of Shanghai, the beta map that they had, you can destroy the skyscraper and that'll fall down. That was pretty cool. So yeah, but the maps, like I said, they can be a little bit overcomplicated at times, and I don't know how I really feel about that. I mean, they're cool and they look gorgeous, but there's just too much going on in them in some of them. I mean, in some of them they're obviously good, but others they aren't too incredible. And yeah, so now my next thing that I don't like personally, that kind of worries me, I don't know if it's actually really a problem, I don't know if I'm just being overly paranoid or if I'm just being too, I guess, judgmental, or not judgmental, I guess over analytical, I think that's the word. It's the balancing of the weapons. When you look at the weapons, and I actually heard that this was the same thing in Battlefield 3, but when you look at the weapon statistics of all the weapons, most of the assault rifles and carbines all have 30 damage. Only like 2 or 3 of them, and those are the ACE rifles, the ACE rifles, whatever they're called. Those ones have 45, and maybe one of them has 30, and basically most of the guns, they have 30 damage, and then they vary with, like, maybe they have a bit of different fire rate. You know, like this A91 that I'm using has like a 900 fire rate or like 800 something fire rate, which is pretty fast. And then, you know, an Ace will have like a 680 fire rate, and it'll feel different, but I personally think that most of the guns still feel kind of the same to me. Like, they all feel like the same weapon, but, I mean, they still, it still works. They still sound like, you know, like guns, and they feel like guns, and they all feel like different guns to an extent, to the point where it's still playable, and it's still a very, very enjoyable game. I mean, even just like looking at the game and just running around and killing people, regardless of what you're using, it's still really fun, and I enjoy it a lot. So there's also new features such as like weapons that they have like dropped, or not dropped, but like pickup weapons that you can pick up, like a 50 cal sniper rifle, or like a grenade launcher, grenade launcher that has like 6, I don't know what they're called, the ones with like 6 grenades in them that you can just shoot, like spam, or rocket launchers or whatever. They just have some cool little pickups, and they're basically like, or the USAS 12. That's not in the actual game. Like, you can't unlock it, but you can only pick it up on maps, or in the maps, I mean. And it's got frag rounds, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And like I said, some of the hit detection, like, it's not perfect, I guess. I mean, you'll probably see times in those videos where you'll be like, how did he not get the kill there, or whatever. Like, I've had times where I've unloaded an entire magazine, whatever, on somebody, on a guy, and he doesn't die. He gets like, you know, 40% health taken away. It's like, I just unloaded an entire magazine on your face and you're not dead. What the hell? Like, and also this happens a lot right here, where I run at somebody, I kill them, and then they kill me at the same time. That has happened so many times to me. It is weird. I don't think it's really fixable, but it's weird and annoying. But yeah. What else? This game is very fun with friends. I've already I've been basically only really been playing this game with my friends. One of my friends has already tried the new Commander mode that they have. It's not actually new. They brought it back from an earlier Battlefield. But basically what the Commander does is he can give supply drops. He tells squads where to go. He on some maps there will be like a flag that you can capture, and then you can get like the big bomber, whatever, like a big fighter, big jet, whatever, I don't know what it's called, but it has like all these like nice guns on it, and they're like 3 people per yeah, I don't know, but it's a basically you just get a lot of perks from having a commander. And if you have a good commander, then he can really be helpful, because like I said, he'll give objectives to squads, and he can like tell squad leaders what's going on, like where all the enemy are, where they should go, you know, just stuff like that. I think it's a pretty cool addition. I think that it was much needed, because a lot of people liked it from Battlefield 2. I believe that was the one. I haven't played Battlefield 2, I know, right? But yeah. What other things about this game do I like? I think that in general it's a very enjoyable game, and if you liked Battlefield 3, you're gonna like this game, because it is quite a bit of fun, and the maps are very nice looking, and it's just fun. And that guy just tried blowing up a wall but completely failed. You can basically blow up most walls, but I think that his rocket launcher just wasn't strong enough for that, I guess. Anyways, yeah, there's also new game mode obliteration. I'll probably just do a separate video on that sometime with some friends. And the game's about to end here, so I can just show you my biggest issue with this game right now. Basically what happens is, at the end of the match, you get a bunch of ribbons for the match, and usually you get like 200 experience per ribbon or whatever, and it'll count up how much you got at the end of the round. So here, let's just watch. Okay, so it goes through what I've unlocked. See here, I level up my support kit, I got the ammo box, whatever. There's some people talking, being annoying. Okay, I got carbines, blah blah blah. Okay, so then here are the ribbons. Okay, that one counted, but here are the ribbons right there. See, I got 1,600 and my total was 11,000. Okay, so now right there, 9,400. What I basically just, and that happens every round for me. I lose like 2,000 experience per round because the squad ribbons here, or the ribbons, don't count, which I find quite annoying. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's my kind of review of the game. Tell me what you think about my review, quote unquote. But it's not a review. I just told you what I think about it, my opinion. I'll probably be doing more of it. Again, no promises because of school and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for watching if you got through the whole thing, and I will see you guys later.